Hey guys, it's Nick here in my kitchen, and I want to show you something pretty cool that I made. Right here I have a do-it-yourself emergency oil lamp. This is something I made out of materials that I already had at my house, and most of you probably will have these materials at your house. If not, it would only cost a couple of dollars to buy the materials to make one of these. So let me explain what I have here. I have a mason jar with some old cooking oil in the bottom, and a wire that holds a wick in the center of the jar, and of course the wick soaks up the oil, and if you light it on fire it'll burn the oil, and it will do pretty good. It won't burn the wick down too fast. It'll probably burn up all that oil before you use up all your wick. So this is great for if the power goes out, or if you're in a survival situation. This would be good to have for lighting. Even you might be able to use it for cooking, I don't know. But I would recommend making a couple of these and keeping them in your cupboards just in case the power goes out or for any kind of emergency situation. So what I did is I just had me and my wife were frying up some food, and I decided to save the oil and use it in the lamp here. And this oil's a little bit dirty from being used for frying food, but that's okay. It's still going to work just fine. It might be a little more sooty than if I had pure oil, but you know what, that's fine. This was free. What I did is I just had a bunch of these jean kind of patches already cut up from when I was making char cloth, and I decided to cut some like 1 centimeter strips and braid them together to make my wick. And so what you do is you get some coat hanger or wire, if you have any kind of wire that'll work. I just use coat hanger, and I use my multi-tool, and I bent a little tiny hook just enough to where it'll hook over the edge of the glass there, and then I kept about a 3-inch straight portion right there, and then I bent a 90-degree angle out to the center of the jar and put a little loop at the end of that, just big enough to hold the wick in place. And it's really neat. The flame will not burn below that wire loop, so you can let this oil burn all the way down and it'll keep soaking up the wick, and it'll just have that small flame up where the wire loop is. And if you're getting a lot of soot off your flame, a lot of smoke, that means your wick is probably too long and you should shorten it, push it down closer to the little wire loop. And if you're having trouble getting it to stay lit, maybe your wick isn't long enough. You need to make it a little taller above that wire loop. So it's a little bit of trial and error when finding the right wick length, and how you want your flame to be, how bright and how tall. But it's very simple to make, and I'll show you how it kind of works here. When I'm done burning it, I just pick up the little wire and extinguish it in the oil. And that's good, because if you blow it out and just let it go out on its own, it's going to smoke for quite a while, and it's going to kind of smolder, the wick will, and it'll burn down to the wire, which is not what you want. So to relight it, I just, it's going to be sitting like this when I'm not using it, and I'll just pick this up, take my lighter, light the tip there, and that's it. It's really simple. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you learned a little bit. Actually, I'll show you what it looks like with the lights off here. It might be hard to tell on camera, but that produces quite a bit of light. If you had a few of these throughout your house, that'd be great. If the power went out, you could light your house at night. So, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be back soon with another video.